Hello, 7559P government. I decided to make a video to help explain the extra credit and the final exam a little bit better. So I've had a couple questions. I've already had a couple people turn everything in, so they've already, I know that you probably already understand it, but just in case you had a question, hopefully this video will alleviate some of that. So first of all, let's talk about your final exam. So if you go down to Module 16, you will see that there's a Part 1 and a Part 2. Study Guide Part 2 is going to be the words, the terms, and the ideas that are going to be on the multiple choice section of your final exam that you'll take in person. There's only 25 terms this time. So what you want to do is go to studystack.com. You'll want to fill in these words as your data and then put the answers that you come up with for each of these terms in the fields on that studystack.com. And then at the bottom, after you click save, you'll see a word that says print down at the bottom. Once you click print, about right here at the top of the page, you'll see generate printable view. You'll click the generate printable view and a chart will come up with all your terms and all your answers, and then you'll save it on your computer as a PDF. The reason I'm telling you this now is if you read your Monday message and you get that list to me before December 7th, I will send you my answers. So I've asked you to do that as part of your extra credit. It's not for any points, but it's for my answers. So you'll get that done. So that's actually Part 2 of the final, and you'll be taking this as a multiple choice exam. But Part 1 of the final exam is a speech that you'll be writing. And the way that works is, and this is actually the extra credit also. So this is extra credit and Part 1 of the final that I'm going to be talking about. So you'll read this introduction, okay? And now you're going to be answering, is the Hatch Act an effective law? And the way you're going to do that is to read this activity, read these questions, because this is what you're going to want to answer so that you can write your speech. You're going to read the page at the bottom. See where it says at the bottom of this document, there's a page called You're Hired. Once you read that, and I'll show that to you in a minute, you will fill out this form. Your extra credit is 3 papers. It's this form and 2 other ones that I'll show you in a minute. But this is the first page of your extra credit that you'll be saving on your computer, filling out, and turning it in as your extra credit. Then it says to study the next 6 sources. So you have an excerpt from the original Hatch Act. You have a video. Now you can find that video right here. And you can also find it in the About This Course folder. And it tells you that. See video link in the About This Course folder if you can't make this link work. Just about a 3-minute video. It's not very long. And then there's another source called the Timeline of Changes to the Hatch Act. Then there's another source. And there's a 5th source. And there's a 6th source. So for each one of those 6 sources, you're going to fill out this chart. You're going to list what the sources here. So that first one was original excerpt from the Hatch Act. That's what you're going to write right there. You're going to write any evidence that you find in that source right here. You may need to take more than 1 square, so I have given you extra squares. Then you will answer this question. Does the evidence support stronger restrictions, looser restrictions, repeal, or no action? And to help you out, you might want to explain your answer right there. Once you have done that for all 6 of the sources, those 3 papers get turned in for your extra credit. This one, and the one up here, this one. Those are your 3 extra credit papers. as well as your study stack list if you want to receive my list as a bonus. That was in the Monday message this week. Then you will take your 3 papers that you just turned into extra credit. You will look at them and you will answer this prompt. And this prompt is your speech, but those papers that you just wrote for your extra credit will help you write your speech. You'll write your speech and it needs to be typed, and that is what you will turn in when you come into your finals for part 1 of your final. You'll walk in with a typed piece of paper with your name on it, with the class on it and what it is, and you will turn it in and say, now can I please take part 2? And part 2 is 25 multiple choice test exam. So that's it. This speech, though, is worth 75% of your final exam score. So make sure you do a good job on it. Okay, that's it. I was just hoping to help you out a little bit there, and hopefully that will answer all your questions. Okay, bye-bye.